Heck of a fun matchup at featherweight for week 4 of Dana White's Contender series. We have Mateo Vogel taking on Timothy Cuamba. And for Cuamba, he's 4-1 in the last 5. Same over there for Vogel. Both guys with similar records. Both guys kind of still relatively young in their careers, working their way up. Both of them with very similar style with wrestling, but different in the striking. So let's break this down. So featherweight matchup here, probably the toughest one on this card for me to break down. We do have 5 fights on this card, unlike last week where we had 4. One of them fell off, of course. This week so far, we still have 5. So for Mateo Vogel, we're going to start with him. He's got decent striking, and I say decent because basically just the kicks. It's a very heavy kick-oriented game. He doesn't throw a ton of punches, and when he does, it's mostly at the end of his kicks or to set up more kicks. It's a lot of kicks. So mostly the leg kick, that's his good kick. The rest are kind of like, eh. He's not a big striker, let's put it that way. But the kicks are there, and they're not too bad. When it comes to the grappling, this is where he's at. He's got good wrestling. He's got good takedowns. They're there. But when it comes to the scrambles, this is where he's really good. He's a very good scrambler. He's very active on the mat, whether he's on top or bottom. It does not matter. He's incredibly active. He's going to use his submission attempts to sweep and take top position, where he's going to land some ground and pound, either to set up a submission or to pound out an opponent. His grappling is his best path to victory in pretty much any fight, outside of his durability and cardio. Because he weaponizes these things, he's got great cardio, and he can take a beating and just keep on coming. So with that mixed with the grappling, I do think that is a very good combination for this guy. Now, when you look at the other side, Cuamba, much more technical striker, much more polished. He does have a fast 1-2, just boom, boom, sends it out there really quick. He's got a nasty body kick. It's beautiful. That body kick is quick. It looks pretty. All sorts of neato stuff. But here's the deal. He'll start to mix that up as he's having success landing the body shot. Then he's going to say, okay, now I'm going to make you think that body kick's coming, so your hands come here, snap it up to the head, snap it to the legs. That kick is his best weapon, which is interesting because the kick's the best weapon over here. However, Cuamba is a little bit more willing to throw the 1-2. He does a good job with that. He is the better striker of the two. He has good wrestling as well. The takedowns are pretty good, and he does have success with the mat returns, but he has a really hard time controlling people on the mat. They just keep getting up. In all of the fights I was watching, anytime he went to the wrestling, his opponent was able to get up, and that's not usually what you want, but, there's that. He gets a lot of takedowns and mat returns. The cardio is pretty good. The big issue I have, and this matchup really points this out. This one drove it home, and this is actually why I lean a certain way. You have to watch both the wins and the losses when you're doing tape study. And I did not like the way that Cuamba lost in his last fight against Ivan something or another. I didn't like the way that looked. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm wrong. It didn't look like he was just out grappled. It didn't look like he was out skilled. He just kind of let it happen. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Timothy could have been out there and just got out skilled by that guy, but it didn't. Go back and watch it, guys. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. It should be readily available somewhere because I watched it, but he kind of just lets the choke gets put in, and that's it. So I don't know. Very strange circumstances, and I do think that Vogel's going to be able to use that grappling pressure, that cardio, and that durability to wear on Cuamba, and I think he's going to be able to get the win. Not mega confident in this one, but I do think that the durability and the cardio of Vogel is probably going to hold up, and I do think later in the fight he's going to take over. So first round probably going to be Cuamba. As the fight goes on, Vogel's going to take over. I'm taking Vogel. Let me know who you have. I'd love to hear from you. Hit the like on the way out, and I'll see you next time.